So here we are on a Ford 8.8 rear differential. So if I back away a little bit, you can see the axle housing there. In the process of beginning to change the wheel bearings, there's a bolt that belongs right there. It holds the center pin, which holds the gears in the rear end. So there's the pin. There's where the pin continues. These gears are on the end of it. In order to get the axle out, you have to be able to push right here. This is the end of the axle, the opposite end of the axle from the wheel bearing end. You have to be able to push that towards the center of the entire rear end. And in order to do that, you have to remove this bolt. So in the process of removing the bolt, it broke. It is a one-time use bolt. It only has a 5/16 head on it. It's not very big. It's not very meaty, so I'm going to pause the video and I'll continue. I don't have enough hands. Okay, so right here, I'm going to shine a light in here. Right, let's see if I can get my hand in the right position. Right where my pinky finger is touching. Right there, you can see the end of a C-clip that's holding the end of the driver's side axle in. Right where my finger is. That's the C-clip. That's the reason you need to be able to push the axles in, and that pin keeps them from traveling in. It also holds the gears that are on the end of it. That gear and that gear. So with that broken bolt, I was at a standstill on the axle bearing job. So I ordered a bolt extraction kit. Right here, I'm just going to set that in there so you can see it. That's the pin. Hold on a second. That's the pin right there. If I pushed it all the way in where it came out of, I'm not going to do it, but it goes right through into this center pin. It goes right on through there and holds that center pin. Attached to that pin, there was one piece before it broke. Is this 5/16 head. Whoop. It's this 5/16 head bolt. So it broke off when I was loosening it. Of course, it was in this position, so it actually broke inside. The only way to get it out was to order. I went online and ordered a bolt extraction kit, which consisted of this easy out, which I've driven in. I drove into the pin. You can just see right there where my pinky finger is. Enough threads were left. So by driving this extraction tool in, I call it an easy out. I could turn it counterclockwise and loosen it out of its position. It was in position about like that inside. The first step in that extraction kit is a drill bit that comes with the kit. It's flexible. So it's a long, flexible bit. It goes past your bearing cap. And also included in the kit are these guides. They're hollow guide bolts. So there's two of them. You have a choice, a long one or a short one. I used the short one. And here's the other one, the one I didn't use. It's longer, but this is what it looks like. It's hollow in the center. You can see it's hollow. So once you thread one of those bolts in, and I used the short one, then you take your drill bit and insert it through the bolt. It becomes a guide to keep your drill bit centered. And then I used WD-40 and PV Blaster and kept the drill bit real lubricated. Just took my time. I marked out here on the axle where my drill was, so I had some idea how far I had traveled in, and I probably only traveled maybe, I don't know, a half an inch through the broken pin. Then I pulled the drill bit out and I put the easy out in and turned it counterclockwise. So that's where I am today on Shade Tree Everything. And you can find that extraction kit online. I don't have a link to it, but just Google Ford 8.8 rear differential bolt extraction kit. All right, thanks for watching.